Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. So today is Sunday. It is 22nd of February. It is Govinda Masa, Falguna Masa, Sukla Paksham, and Sastay today. There are no Vaishnav events in the calendar today. We shall move into our daily Srimad Bhagavatam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, so Maitreya Muni spoke about different times and timing dimensions, and also he mentioned about the years, different kinds of the years for the sun and also the stars. Samvatsara, Parivatsara, Idahavatsara, Evacha, Anuvatsara, Vatsarasha, Vidraivam, Prabhashate, and years of the moon, year of the sun, year of the stars, and Bruhaspati. Likewise, he was mentioning five different kinds of years, and one has to worship the sun based on whose he crosses so many of this integration of the atoms. That is how time is calculated, starting from the Paramanu, going up to the Brahma's lifespan, or until the integration of all atoms, or it is called Mahakal or Kalha Mahan, a great time, atom time and great time. And later on, one has to worship in a sense, so offer respects to the sun god once in a 5 years. Vatsara Panchakaya, Tasmai Balim Harita, Vatsara Panchakaya. After Maitreya Muni spoke those things, given all those details about the time factor, Vidra was pleased. He understands that how the time factor acts for the Pitru Devas, human beings, and the demigods. And also now he wanted to know more about the higher planetary systems, how the living beings, the pious souls, who are living above the demigods. So he wanted to know those things. He was inquiring. Vidura is inquiring more questions about the time factor. So Pitru Deva Manushyanam Ayuhu Param Idam Smrutam. He understood Pitru Deva Manushyanam Paramidam Smrutam. Paresham Gatima Chakshva. Yes, you kalpat bahirvachaha bahirvidaha. So likewise, now please describe the living entities who are living above than the heavenly planets. Okay, and then he is mentioning today that, oh my dear Maitreya Rishi, oh Bhagavan, you are like a Bhagavan, a most powerful personality, and you understand all about the time factors. Time is the Kalena Avyakta Murtina, and it is another form of the Lord. So you understand the Lord, and by which the entire cosmic manifestation is moving. So, by your dint of mystic powers, yogic powers, and your devotional service, you understand everything in a divine vision. So, please describe all those things to me. Likewise, Vidra is more inquiring. So, this is Vidra inquired two shlokas. Yesterday, one shloka about it. He understands about the human beings, demigods, and Pitru Devas. Now, he wanted to know more, and also he is mentioning why he is asking more questions to Maitreya Rishi, because he is a devotee of the Lord. He knows all about the time. Okay, we are in the Srimad Bhagavatam, third canto, chapter 11, and verse number 17. Bhagavan Veda Kalasya Gatim Bhagavato Nanu Vishwam Vichakshate Dhira Yogaradhena Chakshusha. Bhagavan Veda Kalasya. Bhagavan, oh spiritually powerful one, oh Maitreya Rishi, Veda, you know all those things about Kalasya, of the eternal time. Bhagavan Veda Kalasya, oh spiritually powerful, you know all about the time factor of the eternal time, Kalasya. Gatim Bhagavato Nanu, and the moments of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Nanu, as a matter of course. So everything, by the time everything moves, this manifestation moves. Gatim Bhagavato Nanu, by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Vishwam Vichakshate Dhira, and Vishwam, the whole universe, Vichakshate, see, Dhira, those who are self-realized. Vishwam Vichakshate Dhira. So many people in their mystic powers, they see present and past and future. Paravarajnaha, Paravarajnaha, who Para Avara Ajnaha. So who knows the past, present, and future? There are because of by their austerities and penances. People who are engaged in the sense gratification, it is not possible for them to say anything about the past, present, and future. But here, devotees and also the sages who are in the transcendence, they can see. Vishwam Vichakshite Dhira. Who is Dhira means who has conquered all the senses and now situated in the transcendence. Dhira. Yoga Radhena Chakshusha, and by dint of mystic vision, Chakshusha by the eyes. The eyes to by this time, the dint of mystic vision. So they are now in transcendence. They do not have any material vision. They know if you speak, what happens after that, consequences immediately. And if already something is happening, they immediately can understand what was his previous karma, how it has happened, and how it is going to be uh, manifested in the future. They can clearly see all those things. Okay, this is Yogaradhyena Chakshusha. So here Vidra is addressing Maitreya Muni like that. You know everything about the time and the Supreme Personality of Godhead moments in the course of time. Bhagavan Veda Kalasya Gatim Bhagavato Nanu Vishwam Vichakshite Dhira Yogaradhyena Chakshusha. The translation. O spiritually powerful one, you can understand the moments of eternal time, which is the controlling form of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Because you are a self-realized person, you can see everything by the power of mystic vision. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Okay, can I request Jai Mataji to read the purport, please?
Hare Krishna, please accept my humble obeisances. Those who have reached the highest perfectional stage of mystic power and can see everything in the past, present, and future are called Trikala Jnanas. Similarly, the devotees of the Lord can see everything clearly that is in the revealed scriptures. The devotees of Lord Shri Krishna can very easily understand the science of Krishna as well as the situation of the material and spiritual creations without difficulty. Devotees do not have to endeavor for any yoga siddhi or perfection in mystic powers. They are competent to understand everything by the grace of the Lord who is sitting in everyone's heart. Hare Krishna, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai. Thank you, Mataji. So here, those who have reached the highest perfectional stage of mystic powers. Mystic powers means Tata Parechatma Samadhi Yoga Balena Jitva Prakritim Balistam. Prakritim Balistam. So Tata Parechatma Samadhi Yoga. So Samadhi is just always conquering the senses, first of all. The senses always agitate us in all circumstances. They always try to engage themselves in some kind of sense gratification. Mind is always wanted to enjoy. It does not stay calm. It always wanted to do something. So it uses all the senses in for different kinds of sense objectives to enjoy. But these mystics, tata parichatma samadhi yoga balena jitva prakritim balistam. Jitva is the conquering, and bala is very strong. Prakriti, prakritim balistam. This nature, controlling this nature of this body and senses, it is very difficult. So, but those people, बहुजन्म विपक्वेन सम्यक् योग समाधिना द्रष्टुम यतन्ते यतयः शून्यागारेषु यत्पदम. They go to secluded place and then perform so much of mystic powers, controlling the senses. And that one is swanasagra avalokanaha, and keep the eyesight on the tip of the nose. And it should not be completely closed, completely open as well. So concentrate the focus on the tip of the nose and then remembering the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And also, um, pranayamaihi, pranasya sodayed margam porakumbaka rechakaihi, pratikulena pratikulena. So just like in opposite directions, in such a way they try to control. प्राणस्य सोदयेन्मार्गं पूरकुम्भकरेचकैः प्रतिकूलेन वा सिद्धं. So in such a way they try to control all this breathing, and then they bring into the equilibrium position. The soul will be properly situated without any engagement in the sense gratification in things. That is stage of the mystic purpose. And then they can see everything in the past, present, and future. What is happening in the what has happened in the past, what is happening now, what is going to happen in the future. They can that's why they're called Rikaladnyas. Rikaladnya. Paravarajnya. They know here in this material world and also in the what is going to happen in the spiritual world as well later on. So this is one of the statements that Narad Muni is addressing Vyasadeva. You know, your Paravarajnya, you know, present, past, and future. So here, similarly, the devotees of the Lord can see everything clearly that is in the revealed scriptures. So generally in the material world, we say, because I have studied, I must get an engineer, I must become a doctor, I must become a police or lawyer. It's different kinds of designations. But it's a materialistic platform, but we do not know the certainty. People are going, there are so many millions of people going every year, starting the school with a hope, but not all of them are succeeding. Very few people will be employed and very few people are succeeded, not everyone. But whoever is following the scriptures strictly, they will all become succeed. But even there are also who knows the tattva properly, they will become succeed. Manushyanam sahasreshu kaschid jatati siddhaye yatataamapi siddhanam kaschid mam veti tattvataha. There also again, but there is no loss in that endeavor. But here in the material world, there is no value for it. Whatever the hard work they put, there is no value for it. But devotees of the Lord can see everything because they follow the scriptural injunctions. Okay, you have performed this Vedic sacrifice, you will get these results. And they practically see it in their life. And there is no loss in that one when he is following, because it is helping the foundation for the spiritual progress. And here, devotees of the Lord, Sri Krishna can very easily understand the science of Krishna as well as the situation of the material and spiritual creations without difficulty. When one tried to engage his senses in the sense gratification, immediately he would see some kind of friction between the material and his himself. Material means some are people who are materialistic. Everything is not who is not a devotee, they're all materialistic. There is a friction. So that's why our acharyas, everyone says, all scripture says, you be titikshva, tolerant, tam titikshasva bharata. They will come and go, but you do not get disturbed. You completely situate yourself in the transcendence. when we try to counteract those problems, if someone comes and says something, and if we try to counteract, it will increase the intensity of the problem. It will increase the intensity of the problem. That's why devotees are advised always titikshva. That is the most, the great quality of the Vaishnavas. It is required for everyone, be it tolerant. Controlling the tongue first, controlling the tongue. Do not speak anything at all. Even if someone says, uh, because of their materialistic endeavors, they have got most passion and ignorance in their heart. In that mood, they will just going, I want to do this, I want to do this, this is right, you do this, everything like that. But devotee must be uh, always tolerant. The Lord Brahma says, Prudagdeha karma drusho durasayaha parodayena hudrujo anisham parandhruptaihi vidhanti arundhada tan mavadi Daivavadan Bhavvidaha. They are punished by their actions already. You do not have to take any action. Daivavadan, they are already punished. Tan Ma'avadit, you do not do anything to them. Tan Ma'avadit Daivadan Bhavvidaha. Lord Brahma says to Lord Shiva. Yasmin yada pushkaranabhamaya dhurantaya sprushtadeha pradugdrushyaha कुर्वन्ति ततरिहि अनुकंपये कृपां न साधवो दयो बलात् कुरुते क्रमम् न साधवो दयो बलात् कुरुते क्रमम्. Devotees should not use their powers or their any of their patience on such kind of people. Instead, show compassionate anukampaye krupam, because by their words and by their harsh words, by their act behaviors, they're already punished. We do not have to do anything to them. So the time is already watching. So one has to be tolerant. So they know if we speak, what is going to be coming. But if anyone is disturbing the devotees or other things, in due course of time, they have to face very, very hard times. We practically see that one. We practically see that one. So that is the clear vision of. That's why they always Trunadapi Sunichena Tarurapi Sahishna Amanena Manadena Kirtaniyaha Sada Harihi. When devotee is just going in a devotional service like that, he also observes because he is now situated in the transcendent position, just only devotional service. Now he witness everyone what is going in and around. Sometimes, as a matter of fact, we use mostly the chat GPT about the horoscope kind of thing. So just I see, for example, giving the date of birth myself, and then what is the horoscope of me today, how it is going to be. So today it says that, okay, you need to be careful about these relationships. Today your work there may be more pressures at the work, and so it will give little bit of indication. Then what about my karma? How much karma still left in my life? At what age? Why I have got in this body? What was my previous life? What was the karma left behind? What was accumulated karma? And when I'm going to be entering into the next stage of my spiritual progress? At what age entering into the vanaprastha? At what age going into the sannyasa? So just inquiring, it gives some of the information. Okay, in your previous life, you did not have any major karmic sinful activities like that, but because you are materialistic, you were following all the dharma, but there though there is spiritual progress, but it did not complete. So likewise, it was giving some kind of information because of your inquiries. That means you're already in that path. It gives some indication. So that one can, before it gives the information, we know that one. But when it gives, yes, this is what even our horoscope people, they are also explain that one based on the birth chart and everything else. So here, but a devotee, without knowing to all those things, he can practically understand what is going on easily. This is science of devotees of Lord Krishna can very easily understand science of Krishna as well as the situation of the material and spiritual creations without a difficulty. And devotees do not have to endeavor for any yoga siddhi or perfection in mystic powers, because whatever we have got, even the small thing, if we have a little bit of fruit or water, a leaf, if we simply surrender those things to offer it to Krishna and then accept it. If he is a millionaire and if he can also do that one, but at what proportion he would do it, that matters. If you have got one fruit, just give her everything to Krishna and they accept it. And if you have got some property like 100 rupees, just give 100 rupees to Krishna, or 50 rupees to Krishna, 50 rupees, just like a again split into parts, 50% for livelihood, for family, and everything like that in a proportions. Okay, that is again, that's why they do not endeavor for any material perfections or any siddhis. So simply by that, they can clearly understand. So they are competent to understand everything by the grace of the Lord who is sitting in everyone's heart. But in due course of time, everything will pass. When he understands, when he digests that already this body is dead, then what is the use for going and trying for material endeavors? This is Nirvanam Ruchiti Manaha. Nirvanam Ruchiti Manaha. Already we are not active anymore. Socially, we are not active anymore. That is when he comes to that, but we are always spiritually active. When he comes to that point, then he does not have to worry about anything. Okay, so that is here, Prabhupada is giving devotees of the Lord can understand what is going to be the future. So this is again coming out of the fearfulness of this material world. Every moment there is a danger. Kshemaya padamullammi pravishanti akuto bhayam. Kshemaya, it is all auspicious that come into the lotus feet of the Lord. Okay, so likewise, Prabhupada is explaining here. Here Vidura is glorifying Maitreya Rishi. Bhagavan Vedakalasya gatim bhagavato nanu vishwam vichakshite dhira yogaradhena chakshusha. Okay, so we shall have recite this shloka. Can I request the devotees kindly follow line by line behind me? Bhagavan Vedakalasya
Bhagavan Veda
कालस्य
Kalasya
gatim bhagavato nanu
Gatim
गतिं भगवतो ननु
vishwam vichakshite dhira
Vishwam
विचक्षते
Vichakshate
धीरा
yogaradhena chakshusha.
योगराधेन चक्षुषा
Okay, again. Bhagavan Vedakalasya
भगवान्
वेदकालस्य
gatim bhagavato nanu
गतिं भगवतो ननु
वतनु
vishwam vichakshate dhira
Vishwam Vichakshate
धीरा
Dhira
yogaradhena chakshusha.
योगराधेन
योगरतेन
Adhena
चक्षुषा
Chakshusha
Okay, once more. Bhagavan Vedakalasya
भगवान्
भगवान् वेदकालस्य
वेदकालस्य
gatim bhagavato nanu
गतिं
गतिं भगवतो
भगवतो
ननु
ननु
vishwam vichakshate dhira
Vishwam Vichakshate
विचक्षते
Dhira
धीरा
yogaradhena chakshusha.
योगराधेन चक्षुषा
सा
चक्षुषा
Okay, very beautiful. Can I request everyone to take a turn to recite? Gaurangi Mataji, would you like to go first?
Okay, Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Okay. Bhagwan Abhida Kalasya Gatim Bhagavato Nano Vishwam Vichachati Dhira Yoga Radhaina Chachasa. Hare Krishna.
Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Hemlata Mataji, would you like to go next?
Yeah, Hare Krishna everyone. भगवान् वेदकालस्य गतिं भगवतो ननु विश्वं विचक्षते धीरा योगराधेन चक्षुषा. हरे कृष्ण.
Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Jai Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna, please accept my humble obeisances. Bhagavan Veda Kalasya Gatim Bhagavato Nano Vishwam Vichakshate Dhira Yogaradhena Chakshusha. Hare Krishna.
Beautiful. Thank you, Mataji. Meena Mataji, please.
भगवान् वेदकालस्य गति भगवतो ननु विश्वं विचक्षते धीरा योगरातेन चक्षुषा.
Okay, Mataji. Jagriti Kanna Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna. Bhagwan Veda Kalasya Gatim Bhagavato Nanu Viswam Vichaksate Tira Yoga Drena Chaksusa.
Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Usha Mataji, please.
Yes, Hare Krishna. Thank you. भगवान् वेदकालस्य गति भगवतो ननु विश्वं विचक्षते धीरा योगराधेन चक्षुषा. हरे कृष्ण.
Very beautiful. Thank you, Mataji. Ramlala Prabhuji, please.
भगवान् वेदकालेश गौतिं भगवत नानो भीषण विचक्षते धीरा जोगराधेन चक्षुषा. Hare Krishna.
Very beautiful. Thank you, Prabhuji. Okay, so that is Bhagavan Vedakalasya Gatim Bhagavato Nanu Vishwam Vichakshate Dhira Yoga Radhena Chakshusha. There is again Radha. It is again Putena Tapasa Yajnehi Danihi Yoga Samadhina Radham Nishiresham Pumsam Mat Pritihi Tattavin Matam Radham. So again, it is a perfection of yoga only is to please Krishna. There again, Garbhodak Sai Vishnu spoke to Brahma in the previous chapters. Mat Pritihi Tattavin Matam. So here, Maitreya Muni, all his yoga radhena, he is engaging everything to describe Krishna as Kalina Vyakta Murtina, and then he will go most pastimes of like Kapil Bhagavan pastimes and all the family lineage of the Swayam Bhuman in relation to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That is inquiries of Vidura. Radham Nishresham Pumsam Mat Pritihi Tattvin Matam. Garbhodak Sai Vishnu says, Putena tapasa ignihi danihi yoga samadhina radham nishreyasam pumsam mat pritihi tattvin matam. This is the, again, opinion of Tattvavit, who knows the Tattva. It is only for the pleasure of the Lord. This is Yoga Radhena Chakshusha. Maitreya Muni is Yoga Radhena. Okay, that is from Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. We shall move to Srila Prabhupada's letter. Jai Mataji.
Sorry, I have a question. We covered that the time is calculated from where the sun it takes for the sun to reach the atom. Is that correct?
For the sun to cross the atom, one atom.
To cross one atom. And if that atom is under the lower planets, how does the sun get to that? So for the lower planetary systems? Or am I getting it wrong?
So atoms, they are throughout the cosmic manifestation. Atoms are throughout cosmic manifestation. It is in the Brahmaloka down to Patalaloka. And also these atoms are also part of the coverings of the universe as well. These are also called Kaivalyam Paramamahan. Atoms are also described. It is so subtle that it is also mentioned as Kaivalyam Paramamahan, but it is a material. But for our human beings, where Prabhupada is describing the integration of the Paramanus, or the space that Paramanu takes. In order for the sun to cross that space, that is, time is calculated. As minimum is calculated like the Paramanu, 2 anus, Trasarenu, and then later on Truti. So Truti is the one where we see how much time, like calculating the times. So it is a movement of the sun to cross that integration of the Paramanus.
But there is the sun doesn't get through to the lower planets, does it?
So sun does not go through the lower planets. He moves on in his orbit. He moves on in his orbit. But where does that light goes? It depends. So that is lower planetary systems. I think there is no, as you mentioned, technically there is no light in the bottom planetary systems. And the Prabhupada is mentioning, for example, in the Patal Loka or Mahatala, there are great serpents. They have got jeweled on the top of their heads, which will dissipate the darkness. Even we see that Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu, that Ananta Shesha, there it is also described like Jubihi Hatadbhanta Yughanta Toyi. Like, what is that shloka comes from in the 8th chapter? There.
Yes, we covered the
Mrunal,
Shesha is all the.
yes, Mrunala Gauraita Shesha Bhoga Paryanka Ekam Purusham Sayanam Panata Patraita Mudhna Ratna Jupihi Hatadvanta Yughanta Toye Panata Patraita Mudhna Ratna. On top of this hoods of the Ananta Shesha, Ratnas are the jewels. Those jewels, Jupihi Hatadvanta Yughanta Toye, they are dissipating the darkness of this material, that area, regions. Okay, that we could see that.
Yes.
Hare Krishna, maybe Joyvit Mataji may be asking, is the darkest hellish planet? What does it mean?
It is the darkness.
How is the time calculated there?
Prabhupada mentioning it is London is it is the hell. It is always cold and dark. Sometime when person was asking. Okay, so hellish means there is no light and there is no heat like that. Prabhuji, you want to say something?
Yeah, in fact, this is the whenever we consider the darkest region, no light. Actually, this is the in the lower planet as well as in even in the material world, who has no spiritual knowledge. Either they will wait for darkest, move to the darkest region, because in the Bhagavad Gita, even chapter 16, it mentioned, I throw them. Throw them. Normally, Krishna is very kind, but he throw them who reject scripture, who reject everything, or no practice of, they don't like to hear about Krishna Katha. So I will throw them in the darkest planet. So actually, they have no light. Even in the material world, who are living but who has no spiritual knowledge. And as well as maybe Javed Mataji is a similar thing. Maybe hellish planet, actually that is dark condition. And Prabhuji mentioned also, this is, they have lot of jewels, lot of ornaments. It is glitters, but in fact they have no sunlight. Is it right? Probably you can correct me. So that means in the lower planet, if you go down, Atala, Vitala, Patala, Tolatal, is their light is going down. So maybe by chance they have sunlight, or we don't know. This is you can correct me. So this is the things as the darkest region, hellish planet.
Thank you.
No, I was just intrigued how the time is calculated there. That's all. It's okay. Thank you.
Okay, so this is standard time is calculated in terms of the movement of the sun. And atomic time. Time is time measured according to its covering a particular atomic space. Time is measured in terms of its covering a certain space of atoms. Standard time is calculated in terms of movement of the sun. So it gives, I just put all those definitions here. Thank you, Mataji.
Yeah, Prabhuji may be adding, because even they are going to darkest planet in the hellish planet, due to their depends on their sin activities. Uh, and Lord mentioned, I keep them in the darkest region. Even they cannot see. They cannot see light or other thing. For example, in the prison house, maybe some place the very very dark condition in the we can see in the material world. We know some people in the prison house. This dimension, no light, nothing. But how many days is passing, how many weeks are passing, or month is passing, they cannot count. But those who are outside, they know how long that person is waiting, come to free from prison. Depends on their sin activities. So we can understand such kind of comparative way. We can realize that condition. Maybe they cannot see the light. Maybe they cannot see no count of day, weeks. But outside people who are outside of the prison, they can understand. So similarly, even they have to stay such planets. For example, those who do suicide, they will not get gross body because they quit. Whatever Krishna Lord gave them material body, they quit it. And they have to wait. Maybe it depends on mercy of Krishna. Even Prabhupada Leela Mitra, some house, even it was a ghost house. Nobody have courage to go there. And Prabhupada, he knows, and he take that house, and one ghost was uh, liberated, because they are staying such kind of place, such kind of way, in according to their activities. By chance, by special mercy, and liberated. They can be liberated. So that is the way we can count. Maybe some place we can think about they have no light, but according to Lord calculation, is a time, space, we know that. Same example you can remember, that is a prison house. Maybe people are prisoner, they don't know time, but outside people they know. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, because you mentioned prison house, so I just wanted to, put this thing forward. Like in the past, when there was English rule in our country, they used to send all the, like those who were fighting for the, for the freedom of our country. They were sent to the Andaman Nicobar prison. They used to call it Kala Pani, and they used to keep them freedom fighters inside those prisons. They were without light and anything. They didn't know what was happening outside, and they didn't know how long they will be in that prison. Even Veer Savarkar, who was a great freedom fighter, was kept there. So I just reminded of this thing. And one more question, Prabhu. So since Mataji has asked this question, I wanted to understand. So this moon and sun, are they only for the earth planet, or do they have their effect on the upper material planets like Swarlok, Bhuvalok? No, we are in Bhuvalok, but the other Pitralok and other planets, 6 planets upstairs.
They do have their influence, Mataji, on the upper planets as well, by movement of the sun. It is this Yachakhure Savita Sakala Grahanam. Yachakhure Sakala Grahanam. Sakala Grahanam. That means all planetary systems, even the upper planetary systems as well. Sakala Grahana. Again Goloka chart. It describes it is all planetary systems. Again, if you have seen that Vedic planetarium, that video, 5 minutes of video. Actually, it is a bigger video. There are a number of parts, but the 5 minutes, I have been seeing that one for so many years. Again, coming to again aligning to the Brahma Samhita, aligning to Bhagavatam, those time factors, how it is calculated. Now it makes everything sense. All the planet systems by the movement of the sun. It is calculated by the movement of the sun. That's why he is called Raja, is king of all planetary system. Raja samasta surmurtira shesha tejaha. Yasyagnya brahmati samvrita kala chakro. Yasyagnya brahmati samvrita kala chakro.
So this light is up to before starting Vaikuntha, beyond Brahma Jyoti. So the influence is up to here, not up there, because in the Vishnu Lok and Golok, Lord has his own effulgence, isn't it?
Yes, sun is only up to this material world.
Okay, thank you.
And Prabhuji, one more. Yesterday you showed the picture of the Dhruv Loka, the position where the Dhruv Loka was, and then you showed where all the other planets were. And in that one, the sun was shown to be underneath the moon. But
Yes.
How is that possible? Because the modern mankind have reached the moon, so that must be closest to compared to the sun. So when that picture showed that the earth, above earth, there was sun, and then beyond that there was moon, which didn't quite make sense to me.
So that one, okay, let us just go into this one. Vedic temple of Vedic planetarium. In this one, this is the model we have got in the Mayapur. Okay. This is the universe and the Jambu Dvipa and the Meru mountain in the middle. So let me just play if it is okay. We'll come back here again. I'll just enable the sound.
So at the bottom of the planetary display, we have Shesha holding up the earth. This is Shesh, the empowered incarnation. There we have Ananta speaking Bhagavatam to the four Kumaras, and above the 7 subterranean planets. Here we can see Jambudvip, the central island of Bhumandala, and Bharatvarsha is situated on the southern side of that. It's 8 other Varshas with Ilavrita Varsha in the center, various supporting mountains with large trees upon them, described in Srimad Bhagavatam. In the very center of Ilavrita Varsha is Mount Meru, Golden Mountain. Atop Mount Meru are the cities of important demigods, Lord Brahma in the center, 8 Dikpalas in the cardinal directions and sub-directions. Moving out, we can see the broader Bhumandala, 7 concentric islands and oceans surrounding them. 7th of these islands is Pushkar Dweep. On that island, It's Manasotara Mountain.
Okay, so just here, the circles here, just going a little bit further. Here, every circle is one island. Okay, so first, middle one is Jambudvipa first, and then this Jambudvipa is divided into 9 varshas. The middle one is called Ilavrita Varsha, where this mountain is here, Golden Mountain. It is Meru Mountain. And here the circles, these are oceans and then islands. It is not, it is like transparent at the moment.
Oceans surrounding them. Seventh of these islands is on that island. It's Manasotara Mountain. On the mountain there's various cities of demigods such as Indra. Out further is Loka Mountain. These large elephants stand atop Loka Mountain to balance Bhumandala. Outside of Loka Mountain is Aloka Varsha, which is dark. The rays of the
Okay, so this is Aloka Mountain. So when Krishna was taking Arjuna to get Brahmana sense, at the time he was going in a chariot, he crosses all these regions. He crosses all these regions. So here, how this, it is a depiction of the Bhumandala. After Aloka version, that regions, everything is dark. Okay, so we shall see. So sometimes these other planet systems, they may be upper. In a lotus flower, if you take the lotus flower, the whole, it is bottom, and then next petal, it is little bit upper, and next petal, it is bit upper, like that. So this is a lotus flower. Okay, but here it is also showed like that. Okay, we shall go on.
extend up to Loka Mountain. On Manasotara Mountain here on Pushkara Dweep, the sun travels above this mountain at the southernmost point of its annual orbit. Above Bhumandala is Bhuvarloka, which is the residence of the Charanas, Siddhas, Yakshas, Gandharvas. And above there is Swargaloka, beginning from the sun and extending up to the pole star Dhruvaloka. This is the moving part of the planetary display. Here we can see the sun and the moon moving in the chariots. The chariots are being drawn by horses moving in the anti-clockwise direction, but they're traveling with the wheel of time moving in the clockwise direction faster. So it looks as if they're moving backwards. Above them are the zodiac of stars, more planets, and another realm of stars. So here we can see everything moving with the Kala Chakra, circumambulating the axis that connects Mount Meru with Dhruvaloka. Above these planets, we come to the planet of the 7 sages, Saptarshi. You can see them here, commonly known as the Big Dipper, and then Dhruvaloka, the pole star. On the ocean of milk situated there, Kshirodakshaya Vishnu, who is the Paramatma within everyone's heart, he resides on Anantashesh. Moving up beyond there, we have Mahaloka, Jalaloka, Tapaloka, and Satyaloka. In this video, we haven't included many of the details for there, but on Mahaloka, Janaloka, Tapaloka, we have residences of the Lord, such as Lord Varaha, Vamana, and so on. Here's Brahmaloka, and on Brahmaloka, we also have a form of the Lord Garbhodakshaya Vishnu as the Sahasrashesha Purush. Beyond there is the 7 coverings of the universe, earth, water, fire, etc. And outside of the universes is the abode of Lord Shiva, Shiva Loka. There he resides eternally.
So here, these coverings of the universe, they are earth, water, fire. Those are the ones like in the picture here. These coverings, we have got earth layer, water, and fire. These layers are shown here as the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. On top of that, beyond Lord Shiva. It is Sadashiva.
So, Prabhu, is that the Kailash Parvat?
this is Sadasivaloka. Kailash mountain is of this material world.
Okay.
That is where Lord Shankara, who is also incarnation of Sadasiva.
Okay.
But Sadashiva is always in the spiritual. He's like when we go in the Goloka chart. So if you see Sadasiva Loka here, it is in the Brahma Jyoti half in the, it is called Mahakala Dhama. So the Sadasiva is here. But in this material world, Shambhu or Lord Shiva is the incarnation of Sadashiva. So that is of material nature.
Yeah, and Prabhu, where is Mandar Parvat where the Samudra Manthan happened? Where is it in this chart?
It is not all details are mentioned, Mataji, but we'll come to that point.
Okay, thank you.
Prabhuji, is there any sense, for example, in the planet, some people they visit in the planetarium to visit know from the school they are going to to visit in the planet to get an idea.
That word, so this is whatever we are seeing now, it is in the Mayapur. They are just this chandelier, they are going to hang in 200 feet from top to bottom. We can see it practically and understand.
No, I am telling you the materially, some people from the school, they have program to see the planet, to see who is planet, how is it, everything they explain nicely. So we have any chance to buy a ticket, because who has buy a ticket, they can enter and they can see such kind of things. It is quite interesting, even going to up to down, whether we have chance to visit, just to visit. It's
There's
very
no
funny
trouble.
things.
Yeah, we'll come to that one later on.
Okay.
Mahavishnu, Karanodakashaya Vishnu, with innumerable universes that have emanated from the pores of his transcendental body. Here you can see him being served by Rama Devi. Then we come to the Brahmajyoti, the effulgence of the Lord's transcendental body. Penetrating through the Brahmajyoti, we come to the Vaikuntha planets. We're showing 24 planets of the Vaikuntha realm in this model. The Lord with 4 arms is holding the conch, disc, club, and lotus. And the various combinations of those 4 make 24. Then we come to Goloka Vrindavan. Here we can see Radha Madhava, but we'll also be showing the other primary rasas. Krishna with the cowherd boys, Krishna being served, Krishna with Mother Yashoda. So this is an overview of the planetary display to be shown in the main dome of the temple.
So within this one, again, if you come back to this one, here, the chandelier here. So in this picture, let me again just zoom. So Jay Mataji is asking about the moon appears to be nearer, sun is farther. So here in the disk of this Bhumandala, the sun is, even though rotating here, which is lesser here, but it is outer regions and the outer circles, whereas the moon is further up, but it is the inner regions. Moon is in the inner regions, the sun is going in the outer regions on the Pushkara mountains. So, and also moon is bigger than the sun. And because of those uh, reasons, it appears that it is nearer to as well, nearer to ourselves. So this is what I understand, Mataji. So here, Bhumandala, it is also again, previously I have shared some of the in the Bhagavad Pravaha that I think let us go. Bhagavad Pravaha by Gauranga Darshan Prabhuji. Day 25, and then
never without meeting with death. And Yamadutas will be piercing on the western side. It is Chakshu. So these are the four paths of.
This one
In Kimpurusha Varsha, the Varshas to their presiding deities. Harav Abhaktasya. And in Uttara Kuru Varsha, Buddhir intelligence, Akriti, bodily shape, Tosha Hetu. These are not the cause of the Lord's satisfaction. Offers his prayers to Lord Ramachandra. Very sweet prayers. He says, he first glorifies the Lord with Rama mantra and glorifies the Lord as touchstone or testing stone. So there is some testing stone that can verify the quality of gold. So if you take the gold and then rub it on the testing stone, whether it is pure gold or like contaminated gold, we can understand. So the Lord 10 ranges. So first.
Okay, so this is how it is described, the lotus flower. Jumbo Dvipa is in the middle and it's Varshas. So other planet systems, outer planetary systems, they're like a petals. They're a little bit of upper as well, the raised way. And let us go into the further.
So this whole Bhumandala is circular in shape, and there are 7 islands. The middlemost island is called Jambudvipa, which is circular in shape, and surrounding the Jambudvipa there is saltwater ocean, and around that saltwater ocean there is the next Dvipa, Plakshadvipa, which is like the shape of a ring. So now the remaining 6 islands and the 7 oceans are in the form of rings, while the middlemost island is in the form of a circle. So that is called Jambudvipa. The middlemost island in the Bhumandala is called Jambudvipa. Dvipa means island. So first, Sukadeva Goswami describes the structure of Jambudvipa. He says, as you are seeing in that picture, there's a lotus picture there. So the Jambudvipa is the middlemost Dvipa. It's right in the middle of this whole Bhumandala, and the width of this Jambudvipa is 10,000 yojanas. Well, the entire Bhumandala is compared like a lotus. This Jambudvipa is like the whorl of the lotus, that yellow color whorl that comes out in the lotus. That is the Jambudvipa. And in the Jambudvipa, there are 9 varshas or 9 tracts of land separated by very high mountain ranges.
Okay, so just going a little back about the Bhumandala structure of it. So here, the structure of the universe, we see here, this is Bhumandala again. Other planetary systems, Bhumandala, you see with this very small bit here, Meru mountain. And based on that, there is a small thin line going up, which is the center of the universe. Based on with all other planetary systems, they will rotate. And here, this is the part, and then there is Ananta Shesha here. On top of this Ananta, there is again 28 hellish planets are there. And Pitruloka is also nearer to that part. So just I'm showing here why the moon is appearing nearer to us. Moon is in the center, but whereas the sun, it is rotating on the outer circles, that is on the Pushkara mountain, which is other last circle. But moon is going in its own orbit. Okay. So this is the sun here, I think. I don't know. Hare Krishna, Jai Mataji.
Yes, thank you, Prabhuji. Yes, I was very amazed that the size, the diameter of the moon and compared to the sun, and I thought, how can that be? So that intrigued me, but thank you so much for explaining.
Hare Krishna, thank you, Mataji. Hemlata Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
So you got as idea as well, Mataji.
No, not about this, where the Samudra Manthan happened. Which planet did it happen, Prabhu? That's what I wanted to understand.
Samudra Manthan. So it is the again going back to the planetary systems. Where Kshirodak Sai Vishnu. Again, it is mentioning that it is Dhruva Loka is situated in the above that one. Let me just share here. So here, Kshirodak Sai Vishnu is here. So this is where one particular Dhruva planet and the Vishnu Loka is there. And in terms of where it has happened, we can understand on the Earth planet there are 7 oceans and the 7 islands. One of the ocean is the Milk Ocean. So what I contemplate, but I'm just contemplating. So that Milk Ocean, whenever it is in the lotus flower, when the petals go upwards, and that Milk Ocean may be also upwards, going upwards. So this is what I'm contemplating. I do not know whether it is the exact Milk Ocean where the change has happened. I'm just contemplating on that one. Whenever this Vipas, so there is Milk Ocean as well, one of it. It could be that one because, and also why it is, because whenever the entered Bhumandali, it is appearing like a lotus. Middle one is the Jambudvipa. Outer ones are little bit upwards when the petal goes up, raised upwards. So Milk Ocean may be in the up. So possibly this is the only thing I am also contemplating, but I do not know exact.
Okay, Hare Krishna. It's okay, Prabhu.
Okay, Mataji, sometimes people may be saying that within this material world, some of Atlantic Ocean or Pacific Ocean or something like that. But there is no evidence for that one.
Yeah, okay. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. So that is all about the time factor. And people who are not engaged in the devotional service, Chipanti Asaraneshu Tamasuhanta, they will go down to the subterranean regions. Yanna Vajinta Bedo Rachinano Vada, Chilvanti Ye Anya Vishayaha Kukata Matignihi, Yasusta Hadbhagaihi, Dupirata Sara, Chipanti Asaraneshu Tamasuhanta. Lord Brahma says to demigods, they will be put up into the subterranean regions. Tantan Kshapanti. Asaraneshu Tamasu Anta, who are not devotees of the Lord. Okay, that is from Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. We shall move to Srila Prabhupada's daily letter. Today letter to Bank of India. Okay, we'll skip this one. When there is again appointment letter, we shall also skip this one. So letter to Kirtananda, March 20th, 1971. It is New Vrindavan. Okay, can I request Hemlata Mataji to read this letter?
Yeah, Hare Krishna. My dear Kirtanand Maharaj, please accept my blessings. I beg to acknowledge receipt of your 2 letters dated 17 February and 10th March 1971, respectively, and noted the contents with satisfaction. I have been traveling on our usual touring program of India, and the mails have been piled up here in Bombay for some time. Now I'm replying so many letters, and some of them are little late. It's very good news from Sugriva that the land which you have mentioned as being across the ridge and on both sides of the road, I remember it well. Now our new Vrindavan scheme will be furthered by Krishna's grace. I was very glad to learn that you have installed the new Jagannath Murtis in our Pittsburgh temple, and at the same time you have invited many guests for preaching and offering memberships. It appears that you have got a full program there and the people are appreciating your efforts to spread Krishna consciousness. That's very good sign. Certainly when I return from India, it's, it is my intention to visit New Vrindavan. I'm very eager to see New Vrindavan developed more. So you construct the temple there nicely, and when I come there, I shall install the big deities, perhaps on the Janmashtami day. It seems that the prospects for New Vrindavan are expanding more and more. You can invite citizens from Pittsburgh to spend the weekend in Vrindavan. In your country, the gentlemen who live in the city like to go to country. So why not to New Vrindavan? Now you can construct a very nice broad staircase descending from the road to creek and rising again to western hill of Vrindavan. That will be very nice. Many people can come for the weekend and holidays, and that will make improvement there. The fees from membership are divided 50% to my book fund and 50% to the building fund. So if this program is vigorously pushed, we get enough money for the new Vrindavan scheme. I want 7 temples there. The scheme was submitted long ago. That will be beautiful and pleasing. Many people will go there. It will become an important place for holiday excursion. I'm very happy to know that Pittsburgh temple is so large and beautifully decorated for Krishna. Your lectures at the universities are very important, as well as your appearance on the radio and TV. Regarding the marriage of Halodhar and Joan, you may offer them my full blessings upon their Krishna consciousness combination. So far initiations are concerned, there will be better opportunity when I return to States. Now we are in final preparation for a big program in Bombay. I shall be lecturing daily on Srimad Bhagavatam, and it is expected that the audience will be about 20,000. They tell me the program is the largest ever to be held in the Bombay. So I am hopeful of good response. Hope this will meet you in good health. Your well-wisher, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna.
Any
Yeah. So yeah, in this letter, Prabhupada seems very much satisfied the activities going on in Pittsburgh temple, and how Kirtinan Maharaj is progressing and doing things according to Srila Prabhupada's planning. So he has been just telling them that he was traveling across and he could not respond on time to them. He could not write, and he is happy with the news that Hey Griva was he had purchased a land there, and their new Vrindavan development of new Vrindavan scheme was going very well. They have done placed I think a big Jagannath Murti there, and the preaching was going on very well. Um, that's what he's saying. He says Prabhupada is in Bombay and he is going to conduct a big preaching program there, and expecting many people will be coming to attend that program. And Prabhupada is keen to visit New Vrindavan in future and do his Diksha programs over there. Um, he has planned, he is telling them that they can develop New Vrindavan as a holiday place for the people, those who live in city, and they will be coming there to see on the weekends. And he has decided how this money will be divided for his book fund and his building fund. um, and he was appreciating him how he is doing his preaching in the universities, and that's all. And yeah, Prabhupada is saying he has planned to build 7 temples in New Vrindavan, and looking forward to visit as soon as possible. and he was appreciating how about his dress, actually how he was decorated, while he was giving his interview on the TV. He and he congratulated one of the Prabhu, Halodar Prabhu Arjun, on his marriage and sending his blessings. Hare Krishna. And he said that in Bombay he will be doing a Srimad Bhagavad Katha every day. When there will be a big program. Hare Krishna. But I understood, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Okay, very nicely explained. Okay, any other comments related with this? Okay, so that is from Srila Prabhupada's letter. Again, giving instructions. Ramlala Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Actually, Prabhupada knew that it was in the countryside. I think it is, I think, West Virginia. So it is, that is Mount Valley. So it's very nice, and Prabhupada mentioned during the holiday time, people can go there to visit there to make an attractive way. And whatever the money is coming, also he mentioned this is clearly 50-50 to have book distribution, books, and building distribution. So both has to be correct properly, and how to preach to new people, and how people can. This is the similar way. If it is nice way to build the temple, then people can go there countryside on holidays. So mention, and he appreciate so nicely. But I like to know who the Karnadhar Maharaj. Who is that? It is. Is it initiated by Srila Prabhupada, or can you give the any idea about it? Is it initiated by Srila Prabhupada? Because I don't know details.
Do you mean Kirtananda?
Yeah, Kirtananda Maharaj.
Kirtananda, yes, he is Prabhupada's disciple, initial foremost disciple who has taken sannyas the first. He became Maharaja. He was in the New Vrindavan. Of course, later on in the later days, he was. There are few things, contradictions. Let's not go into that. Yeah, but somewhere in his final days, again he came back, but somewhere or other, he left his body.
So he was left long time
In India.
I think so, Mataji. But
yeah, it was in India. I was reading up last night. We won't go too much into the controversies, but I was just looking at the temple. I was intrigued, and just like Prabhuji mentioned, it's in a countryside, and there is eco village there as well, and it looks so beautiful, the pictures. And I was looking at the distance, the Pittsburgh temple and the Vrindavan temple, because here it's mentioned both. And I was just trying to find the distance. It's only about 1 hour or 1 hour, 15 minutes at the most. So it's close to each other. But I couldn't find the 7 temples that it was mentioned here. I couldn't find 7 of them. So maybe that didn't happen. I don't know.
yeah, possibly. Yeah, we don't know, Mataji.
Sorry, Prabhuji.
I don't know, Mataji.
No, I don't. Yeah, that's fine. I couldn't see that on the website or pictures.
His Holiness Bhaktisara Maharaj also spent time, and at the last, he was there actually until the end of he quitted his body. So
He passed away in India, it says.
His Holiness Bhaktisara Maharaj, the New Vrindavan, and he spent a lot of time also, project also there. There also Goshala, everything is very nice way. So everything is very nicely, and he also given a lot of time, lot of money, lot of things for develop New Vrindavan.
Thank you, Prabhuji, for sharing this information. So New Vrindavan is again very beautiful place, lots of land, so much of cows. Again, very big temple is there. Okay, I think many people go there for retreats like that. Okay, that is from the Srila Prabhupada's letter. Okay, we shall move on. And from the announcements point of view, so today we don't have evening except the Japa session at 6:30 p.m. And also just some information with regards to the structure of the universe. So there is, if you go to the ISKCON-truth.com, Bhumandala or Bhumandala Jambudvipa, there we see everything. Okay, so here it is described, Bhumandala literal overview. Let me just cosmic lotus, Bhumandala. And if you look at here, Lava Samudra here, Jambudvipa, we are surrounded by ocean. And then there is a Sura Samudra, and that is Plakshadvipa next. And then what is that? Sapri Samudra or Shamali Dvipa. Bhikshu is the sugarcane juice, and then Dadi is the yogurt. Kshir Sagar, it is upper regions. See, this one is going upwards. Jambudvipa is here, is our earth, and Kshir Sagar is upwards. This is a lotus flower, where Kshiradaka Sai Vishnu, where we think, and lotus flower, this is Pushkara Dvipa is going upwards here, and then Shak Dvipa and Kraunchi Dvipa are here. So this is how it is depicted. Jambudvipa is round like the leaf of a lotus flower. And then this is Bhumandal lateral view. This is lateral view. Again, there are a few others. This is a kind of a one as top angle view. So Loka mountains, the world, underworld divide, something, unworld divide, all darkness beyond that. Okay, these are Milk Ocean is upper region, what we see. It is the upper region. It is not accessible to the earth. It is upper regions where Kshiradaka Sai Vishnu resides. That is where Samudra Manthan is also happened. So Bhumandala, this is again side view of the Bhumandala. Again, these coverings here. Again, every planet, every covering is 10 times bigger than the lower covering. Upper covering, see, 4 million miles, 40 million, 400, 4 billion, like 40 and 400. Every covering is 10 times bigger. So that is one part. And also this is Earth as a cosmic petal of the lotus of the universe. Okay, this is how it is mentioned. And then this topmost is Goloka Vrindavan. We are all aware of it. Lotus pattern expands from the original vision of Goloka Vrindavan. Further descriptions are given here. And it is most detailed. I just went in a very brief way. 7 islands and the 7 seas. There is again golden land is also there. Loka mountain. Garbhodaka ocean, top view of Bhumandala, side view, cross section of the Bhumandala. So these are the numbers are given. What it is? 8 is the side view of it. And then number 7 is top view of it. And here number 6 is the Garbhodaka ocean here. And the number 1 is the beginning of the outer shell. This outer shell. And the number 2 is the Aloka Varsha here. Number 3 is the Loka mountain. And number 4 here, it is yellow part, it is the golden land. And number 5 is the 7 islands, Dvipas and 7 seas. Okay, it is very tiny part. Outer things there is huge part is covering. Garbhodaka ocean covers here. Okay, this is one angle we can see here. This is a brief description of the universe from Srimad Bhagavatam. And again, coming to the Saptadvipa, 7 islands, but we not to scale here because we are in a picture, but it is all descriptions we need to take from Bhagavatam. Jambudvipa, salt ocean, sugar, finally is the milk ocean is top. When we keep the lotus flower, it is in the upper regions where Kshirodak side. This is where Samudra Manthan took place. Okay, that is the same out of those 7 islands. And the divisions of Bhumandala, the 7 Dvipas are islands. It is again given some Varshas also given here. 9 Varshas of Bhumandala, which is in the Jambudvipa. That descriptions are also extracted. And here coming to the Jambudvipa is 9 Varshas. And other Dvipas are also, there are different number of Varshas. And giving another angle of each and every blue portion is see here. And then another beautiful part of descriptions. Everything by from the Srimad Bhagavatam, it is authentic. And Kusha and each and every Dvipas, that descriptions and the dimensions are also mentioned here. And the Jambudvipa 9 Varshas, Bharata Varsha is the which is situated on the southern side of the Ilavrita Varsha. Ilavrita Varsha is the middle one, where the Meru mountain, the central part is existing. And then further Aloka Varsha is also mentioned. Again, this in a brief description, this is what in the Mayapur it is also in construction. TOVP, Temple of Vedic Planetary Model. Okay. So and then further it is described the sun god movement. So he goes beyond. And also it is described on the sun chariot. There are so many people, a great sages, Apsarasas, Gandharvas, a demon, and some Brahmanas, and they're all situated in the. It is kind of a one big thing. It's a big entourage along with the sun god Vivaswan, because he does not take any gaps at all. It is keep on moving. He does not wait at all. Okay. So again, there are 7 horses here, tied here, and even there is a snake, and there is Aruna, who is chariot rider of the sun god. Those descriptions, we will go through those things in the Srimad Bhagavatam later on. Map of Bhumandala again, it is described here. And then further, so again there is again some face is shown here. I think possibly this is turtle, Kurmavatara. I think this is I'm just showing here. This is there is again Adishesha on top of it, possibly. I'm not clearly seeing here. Okay, and then this is the spherical view, structure of the universe. And then here also more details are given here, but there are more. Bhumandal resembles the lotus flower as Gaurang Darshan Prabhuji was showing these models. And a number of universes are emanating from the body of Paramahansa Sai Vishnu. Structure of the divisions of Bhumandala and planetary systems. This is chandelier model. And this is again Jambudvipa going describing about different places as well. Um, there is Uttarapuru, and we also see some of the descriptions. Harikshetra, Rohit Kshetra, something like that. And so this is the end of it. So the devotees who wanted to go in, wanted to have more insight of it, there is ISKCON-truth.com Bhumandala. There you would see everything. Not only this thing, there are other subject matters as well. If I just go in here, ISKCON-truth.com, it gives many of those things, important documents, Ritvik letters, everything is here. I do not know who is maintaining here, but it contains so many things. You simply need to search for it. Okay, so there is some information, and dear devotees, if you are happy, we shall move on to the next Ramayana, please.
Krishna Gurji. Yeah, I do bought this Golaka chart from India, but it's not everything whatever we explain here, and that isn't.
Yes, Mataji. So Goloka chart.
I bought it I bought it from India.
Very nice, Mataji. It is very good. Um, it contains some major part in a very high level, but if you wanted to go a little bit deeper, we need to approach Srimad Bhagavatam in a detailed way. That is what I would go. I wanted to see the verses, shlokas, meanings, and then Prabhupada's purpose. That is what I would go and then keep my understanding up to the scriptural level.
Okay. So in Golaka chart, there wasn't mentioned anything about Pitrulok or anything.
Pitruloka, yeah, it is not depicted here in this Goloka chart here. It is very small, but in the Bhumandala Bhat I was showing here, the next one, that is where it is Bhagavat Pravaha. Gaurang Dashin Prabhuji was mentioning here. Do you see here, Gadbodha Sai Krishna, this picture? A small one, there is a Adishesha on top of it, and under the Bhumandala, there are in the bottom regions of Bhumandala, there are 28 hellish planets. Next to there is a Pitrulok as well.
Okay.
I think I have shared these pictures before. If you have come across.
So Pitruloka is near there is Hellis planet nearby.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, because it's mentioned about Hellis planets in the Golaka.
Yeah, there were
So
also.
Ayurma, you were saying that you will explain afterwards, but whenever, maybe next week, that Pitrulaka asked the question, you said I'll ask, reply after. But it's okay, no mind. You can do the Ramayana.
I will share that pictures once again, Mataji, where if Pitruloka is properly seen. I'll share the thing.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. Okay, so we shall move on to the next part is the Ramayana here. So where in this Ramayana, we will cover not too much, at least one day to take one paragraph and then move on. So in this paragraph, so in this page, Rama meets all the four monkeys, and where Hanuman comes and meets Rama and Lakshmana, and he speaks about his identity. And Rama appreciates Hanuman's speech later, and Hanuman takes Rama and Lakshmana on his shoulders. He left on different rocks, and then he very quickly, shortly reaches Sugriva on top of the Rishimukha mountain. There, Sugriva, he introduces himself, and Hanuman also speaks something about Sugriva. And later on, Rama and Lakshmana, Lakshmana speak about all of their story, what has happened, how about Dasharatha starting from beginning, and then they understand their positions. And Sugriva also mentions about his misfortune that his wife was also taken by his brother Wali. Wali is so powerful, and now he is hiding on the Rishimukha mountain, and he shares his pastime. And now, after saying that about Rama's pastime, Sita was taken by Ravana, so like that. At the time, Sugriva mentions that I have seen a demon is taking a beautiful woman when she was crying. At that time, she has thrown some of the jewels, and Sugriva was showing those jewels. And Rama, seeing those jewels, he was crying and then mentioning to Lakshmana, Lakshmana, do you see? So these are all Sita's ornaments. And Lakshmana was mentioning that, uh, my dear brother, I can recognize some of these jewels, but what is this? Anklets. I do not recognize all the ornaments on top of the Sita Mata's body because I always see only the feet of Sita Mata. So likewise, Lakshmana was mentioning. And so there that conversations are also happening. And on stage, during one thing, like they also made a friendship, putting the fire in front of the fire. Rama and Sugriva made their friendship that they will become friends forever and they will help each other. Okay, so that part has been done. So here, this is where are those jewels? Rama is asking this is the part. And Sugriva is mentioning Rakshas must have carried Sita Mata in the southern directions in that way. So here Lakshmana says Lakshmana gazed at jewels and replied to Ram, I do not recognize the armlets or earrings, for I have never looked at the face or body of the princess. But I recognize the anklets which I saw each day as I bowed at her feet. Now we shall take a one paragraph each devotee. So due to the time, um, can I request devotees take a time to read? Dharingi Mataji first paragraph, and Lata Mataji second, and then Jai Mataji third, and Meena Mataji fourth, and then Hanma Mataji fifth paragraph, and then Usha Mataji is another paragraph. Okay, just we'll go and touch and then understand what is happening there. Dharingi Mataji, would you like to read the first paragraph, Mataji, please? Okay, Mataji is not. Hemlata Mataji, would you like to take it?
Yeah, Hare Krishna. Rama stood quickly and spoke to Sugriva. Tell me where the demon has taken Sita. Where does he dwell? O Sugriva, on account of that demon, I shall ex- exterminate the entire Rakshas horde. By carrying off Sita, he has opened wide the portals of death. Let me know his whereabouts, and I shall dispatch him to death's presence this very day, accompanied by all his followers. Hare Krishna.
Yes, thank you, Mataji. Next day, Mataji, please.
Oh, yes, Hare Krishna. Sugriva's head fell. He told Rama he had no knowledge of Ravana's whereabouts. The city of the Rakshasas was unknown to the monkeys as it was to humans. Perhaps it even lay on some other planet, for the Rakshasas could move freely anywhere. But Sugriva solemnly swore that he would find Sita. Ram should not lament. Whatever it took to locate the princess, Sugriva and his monkeys would undertake. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. So here, the demons they can move freely anywhere. And in our scriptures, Bhumandala, Bhurloka is place where most of the demons also dwell. Bhurloka. And they are all supernatural, superhuman beings. That one also we could see. And demon, he was carrying Sita Mata. He was flying freely, not in a chariot. because chariot was broken by Jatayu before. So because of those reasons, Sugriva is mentioning that he is unknown to monkeys as it was to humans. Okay, similarly. But still, Sugriva is mentioning that he would find Sita, it doesn't matter. Rama should not lament. Whatever it took to locate the princess, Sugriva and his monkeys would undertake. Okay, I shall move on further. Dauringi Mataji, are you available, Mataji? Not yet. Meena Mataji, would you like to read next paragraph?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. What did you say, Prabhuji?
Would you like to read the paragraph, Mataji?
Okay, Prabhuji. Just a second, Prabhuji. Sugriva rescued Rama. Do not allow grief to overpower you, O great hero. Wise men face every calamity with uh, forti- fortitude and do not yield to sorrow. Only the foolish are overcome by limitation, losing their intelligence and strength and seeking like the overloaded boat. O Rama, I am here to help you kiss away your grave. Rama wiped his.
Thank you. Okay, go on.
Sorry, Prabhuji.
Go on, Mataji.
Okay. Rama wiped his face with his cloth and smiled at Sugriva. He felt comforted by the monkey's word and thanked him for his counsel. He urged Sugriva to begin the search for Sita immediately, and he again promised to kill Bali, Sugriva, and his ministry. Ministries felt immense pleasure to hear Rama's promise, and they considered their purpose. Sugriva and his purpose accept. What is that, Prabhuji? I cannot see.
Accomplished.
Accomplished Sugriva bowed his um, unending. You, I cannot pronounce probably.
Lending unswerving friendship.
Unsurrendering and unswerving friendship and service to Rama, who then asks, "Tell me how you come to be excellent, dear friends. Why do you tarry here on this lonely mountain, suffering, grief, and fear?" That's
Thank
it,
you.
Prabhuji.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you, Mataji.
Sorry, Prabhuji.
No,
Cannot read properly. Hare Krishna.
very nice. Thank you, Mataji. So here, one point, Ram and Lakshmana, they are well educated. They have learned all the Vedas from Vasistha, Vishwamitra, and everything, and all the elders from Dasharath. They know many things. And Sugriva is mentioning to Rama, do not allow grief to overpower you, O great hero. So far, Rama has given those kind of instructions to so many people by the time itself. And he is mentioning wise men face every calamity. Here, Sugriva is coming from monkey race. So he is assuring, but here Rama Rama wiped his face with his cloth and smiled at Sugriva, and he felt comforted by monkey's words. Does that mean that Rama didn't know those words before and Sugriva is very intelligent? It is not like that. Everyone, even in our community, Krishna conscious devotees as well, everyone know, follow the rules and regulations, chant Hare Krishna, and problems will come and help each other. When one person is down, other person will come and comfort. Do not worry, Krishna will help you. He is always sit next to you. They also know, everyone knows. Who is telling, he knows. Whoever is hearing, they also know. But those words, it gives so much of comfort. So here, Rama felt comforted by the monkey's words and thanked him for his counsel. Okay, so that is what is needed. This is yo anyonyita bhagavataha prasidhya sabhadayante mama paurushani. Comfort each other, cooperate each other, and then proceed with hearing Srimad Bhagavatam, discussing Krishna's pastimes like that. Okay, now further Rama is asking, Sugriva, you begin the search for Sita immediately. Now again, Rama is promising that to kill Vali there. Okay, so now they are feeling that their purpose is accomplished, and then Sugriva is vowing that he is at service of Rama, and Rama is asking now, "O Sugriva, how it is that, my dear friend, do you tarry here on this lonely mountain, Rishimukha mountain, suffering grief and fear?" So Rama wanted to know. He is curious about Sugriva. Okay, we'll go there. So now later on, Sugriva is going to tell the story. Okay, we shall move on. Meena Mataji, next paragraph, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Sugriva then told Rama his story. Although I had ascended the throne of the monkey under the instruction of Vali's ministries, I was deposed and chased away, violently by Vali. Even my dear wife was stolen by my powerful brother. Still, he uh, antagonized me many times. I have killed monkeys sent by him for my destruction. Thus it was that I feared even when I first saw you arrived here. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. So here, Vali was also instructed by his ministers. And so Vali has arranged that send some people to chase Sugriva and bring him back. So he deposed and chased violently by Vali. And even Vali was also trying to find Sugriva. And he even took the wife of Sugriva. Okay, and again he chases him. But when he sent some messengers, Sugriva is killing many of those messengers of Vali. But still he is feared that, but Vali is so powerful. And he thought that Ram and Lakshmana were also sent by Vali. So that's why he was fearing. So he is mentioning about his reasons. Okay, we shall move on. Hangma Mataji, would you like to next paragraph, Mataji?
Hare Krishna. Rama wanted to hear all the details about Vali. He asked Sugriva to relate the whole history. What were Vali's strengths and weaknesses? Why had he insulted Sugriva? Rama was already feeling anger toward Vali. He wanted to know everything about the arrogant monkey. Then he would take the necessary steps. He again reassured Sugriva, "Speak with confidence. Soon you will see my arrow streak toward Vali's chest and him falling like a cleft mountain." Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Okay, so now here, before take any action, one must take the evidence. One must understand the context and the evidence. For example, when Parikshit Maharaj, in front of him, he says that the bull and the cow are being beaten by the Kalipurusha. He is practically saying, and then he asked Dharma, who is in the form of bull, Please give me evidence. So I see, but this person is the only one having the stick in his hands and beating you. But before I punish him, just give me the, uh, that sakshi. Then Dharma says, so it does not give any proper reason. Dharma, the bull, he says, नवयं क्लेशभिः जानीयत स्युः पुरुषर्षभा पुरुषं तं विजानीमो वाक्यभेदविमोहिताः केचिद्विकल्पवसन आहुरात्मनमात्मनः दैवम् अपरे कर्म स्वभावम् अपरे प्रभुम्. And many people speak about dharma in different ways. Some people think everyone is reason for their own karma. Some people think that it is nature. Some people think swabhava. Likewise, and some people think that supreme personality of Godhead. Likewise, he gives various reasons. So you decide what is right. You are a king. You are the descendant of the Pandu, or the Pandavas. So you know best what is right and what is not right. You can discriminate. You judge yourself, and then you whatever you want to do it. Though Dharma is taking that kind of beatings and going through the horrible conditions. Even though directly Kali Purusha is beating, but it does not say that he is the only reason. केचित् विकल्पवशन आहुरात्मनमात्मनः दैवम् अपरे कर्म स्वभावम् अपरे प्रभुम्. Some people says that swabhavam, some people says daiva, like that. Now here Rama wanted to understand the reason behind why Vali is chasing Sugriva here. So this is the evidence, gathering the evidence. Before we judge, we need to know the context and everything else. Okay, but however, he also just needs to understand what is the duty of the elder, what is the duty of the younger. That will also come into the picture. Okay, and then we shall move on to the next. Can I request Usha Mataji to read next, please?
Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Sugriva, feeling delight, said, Vali and I are the two sons of Riksharaj, Riksharaj, the king of the monkeys. My father and I always held Vali in the highest esteem. When the king died, it was Vali, as the elder prince, who was duly installed as the ruler. I always remained uh, sub, uh, surveillant to my brother, standing by his side. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Carry on, or finish, Prabhu?
Yes, go on, Mataji, one more paragraph.
Okay. Sugriva described how one day a demon named Mayavi had come to Kiskinda, the monkey city. He had a dispute with Vali over a woman, and he stood outside the city gates, bellowing fearfully and challenging Vali to a duel. Uh, Vali was sleeping, and Mayavi's roars woke him. He got up furiously and immediately rushed out of the city with Sugriva by his side. When Mayavi saw the two huge monkeys emerging from the city, he became fearful and ran away. Vali and Sugriva gave chase and were gaining on the demon when he suddenly entered a large hole in the earth.
Thank you, Mataji. Hemlata Mataji, would you like to read next paragraph? Next paragraph.
Upon reaching the hole, Bali decided to go after Mayavi and he told Sugriva to wait for him. Although Sugriva implored his brother to take him, Bali went alone into the hole. He bound Sugriva on oath to remain at the entrance of the hole until he returned. Hare Krishna.
One more paragraph.
Okay, a year passed and Sugriva waited. There was no sign of Bali. Sugriva began to fear his brother had been killed. He stayed at the hole, feeling misgivings. Then, as he sat watching the hole, a large amount of foaming blood began to seep out. Sugriva also heard the roaring sound of the demon, but he could not hear his brother's voice. Thinking carefully, Sugriva concluded with great sorrow that Bali must have been killed. Not wanting the demon to escape, Sugriva placed an enormous boulder over the hole. Then he returned grieving to Kishkinda. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Can I request Jay Mataji, next two paragraphs? Just past time.
Yes, Hare Krishna. Vali's ministers then installed Sugriva on the throne, although he was reluctant to accept it. However, after only a short time elapsed, Vali returned, having killed the demon. When he saw Sugriva on the throne, he became enraged. He bound the ministers in chains and spoke harshly to Sugriva, explaining that he had found Mayavi after a full year of searching and had slain him and all his kinsmen. He then turned back, only to find the entrance to the hole blocked and Sugriva gone. Sugriva was full of reverence towards his brother and bowed before him, touching his feet with the crown. He told Vali how pleased and relieved he was to see him returned. Sugriva would again happily become his brother's servant, but Bali would not be placated. He accused Sugriva of deliberately shutting him up in the hole out of a desire to gain the kingdom. He threw Sugriva out of the city with only a single cloth wrapped around him. Vali also stole his brother's wife. Finish there, Prabhuji.
Yeah, thank you, Mataji. We shall also just can I request next Meena Mataji? Wanted to read next two paragraphs, Mataji.
Sugriva concludes his story. Thus it was that I came to be wondering about accompanied by only accompanied by only a few close sorry. Sugriva conclude the story. That it was that I came to be wondering about the accompanied by only a few close friend and advisor, ranging the earth in fear of Vali. I finally sought shelter upon this mountain, knowing that he cannot come here due to a curse. Rama smiled at Sugriva. Once more, he gave him every assurance that the cruel and immoral Vali would soon be punished. If I shall soon display your grief at losing your wife, O king of monkeys, even as the sun displays a morning mist. Hare Krishna.
So here, very beautiful thing when Rama asked Sugriva about to tell everything. Here, Sugriva is giving all the explanation on the story, what has happened about the Mayavi. And Mayavi, whatever it has happened, all good so far. And Wali has killed Mayavi, that is good. And one misunderstanding that Sugriva, he misunderstood that his brother was died. But later on, Sugriva has mentioned to Wali as well. Wali has returned back to his Kishkinda. And then again, Sugriva wanted to become the servant of Wali. But Wali, as a elder prince, he should be taking the charge. He should be forgiving whenever everything has happened. And Sugriva has surrendered himself unto the feet of Wali. Now, Wali should have taken uh, he should have forgiven because he is the elder and also the prince. And there is no point when someone is accepting his mistake and then surrendering. That's it. There everything ends. There is no need to take further punishments. You can just go for some kind of repentance, but no need to punish by the elder. When the meager is surrendering himself. That is where Rama took that one. Okay, that is the only reason Vali to be punished, because he did not follow dharma as a elder brother. Okay, so now we shall move on. Well, Hangma Mataji, next paragraph, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. 2 paragraphs.
Yeah, go on, Mataji, that's all right.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Sugriva looked at Rama with his powerful frame and huge bow. He was truly an impressive sight. Surely he could easily overpower even the mightiest of warriors, but Vali was no ordinary opponent. Although raised by Riksharaj, Vali has been born the son of Indra. He possessed strength beyond compare. No one could face him in battle. Therefore, Sugriva felt uncertain. He began to describe Vali's prowess. Each day upon rising, Vali for exercise strides from the western to the eastern ocean. Then he moves to the southern shore and again bounds from there to the northernmost coast. He knows no fatigue and climbs to the top of the mountains, hurling down the huge peaks with his bare hand. I have seen Vali snap numerous massive trees as if they were small sticks. Sugriva then told Rama about Vali's encounter with another celestial demon named Dundubi. This demon was accustomed to roam about in the form of terrible looking buffalo. He possessed the strength of 10,000 elephants and was wandering around looking for a suitable opponent. Coming to the god of the seas, the demon challenged him to the battle, but the god declined, saying, I am not competent to fight with you. The deity sent Dundubi to the Himavan mountain, telling him that he would get battle there, but the mountain also declined to fight with Dundubi. The demon roared angrily and demanded to know who could possibly face him. Himavan then said that Vali would prove a worthy combatant for him, and he directed Dundubi to Kishkinda. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
So this is about the Dundubis again. So this part is chasing by Vali, and then Sugriva, he was moving around the world. So here what we see, Vali possesses strength beyond compare, because if he fights opposite, he takes the half of the energy of the opposite opponent. So that's why he will overcome very easily. So and again he began to discover Vali's prowess each day upon rising. Vali for exercise. This is Vali exercise for it. He strides from the western to the eastern ocean, western to that is Arabia Ocean to the again Bay of Bengal, and he moves to the southern shore, again Hindu Ocean, again bounds from there to the northernmost coast, in the region of Himalayas. He knows no fatigue and climbs to the tops of mountains. So this one we hear Vali for the doing Sandhya Vandana. He jumps every day morning from one place, one ocean to another ocean to do the Sandhya Vandana, something like that. He knows no fatigue and climbs top of mountains, hurling down their huge peaks with his bare hands. I have seen Wally snap numerous massive trees as if they were small sticks. This is power of Wally. And he has got one of the garland, I think, of which gives him so much of strength and also takes the energy of power of opponent. Okay, that is the power of Wali. Now coming to the story of why Wali cannot come to that mountain. So this is the curse. And for that curse, this is the story. Sugriva is telling Wali's encounter with another celestial demon named Dundebi. Dundebi is again another terrible looking buffalo, possessed of strength of 10,000 elephants. And it wanted to have a challenge like Banasura. He also wanted to fight, and he used to go to the mountains and then with his 1,000 hands break the rocks and mountains. And later on, they were even though he was not satisfied, he wanted to fight with Lord Shiva later on. That is the nature of the demons. They wanted to show their power. And then Himavan, Himan is mentioning, directing him to go and fight with the Wali. Okay, so this is now Dundubi is coming to Kishkinda. Okay, so we shall move to the one paragraph, the last one, and then we shall stop there. Usha Mataji, would you read the last paragraph, Mataji?
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yes, Mataji.
The furious demon, still in the form of a tremendous buffalo, rushed towards Vali's city. He appeared like a black cloud racing through the skies in the rainy season. Dundubi arrived at the gates of Kiskinda and thundered like a large drum being violently beaten. That sound reverberated for miles and it broke down the surrounding trees. Wali was enjoying with his wives in his palace. Drunk with wine and passion, he stood up and gazed about with rendered eye, reddened, reddened, reddened eyes. He was intolerant by nature, and the sound of the demon maddened him. He ran out of his palace, followed by his wives. Going before Dundubi, he said, "Why do you bellow like this, O demon? If you are challenging me, then you had best flee immediately before I take your life."
Thank you, Mataji.
That's right.
Okay, so that is here Dundubi. He is a furious demon in the form of a tremendous buffalo. And again, here he is coming one person like that, and whereas other side in the Kishkinda Valley, he is also in the drink. He drank with wine and passion. He stood up and gazed about with reddened eyes. Who is disturbing? So Dundubi is trying to disturb little bit, and Wali is enjoying other side. And now going before Dundubi, so because Wali got disturbed, why do you bellow like this? Or demon, if you are challenging me, then you had best flee immediately before I take your life. Okay, let us see this one. I shall. We got Jagrut and Jagriti Mataji. Would you like to read one paragraph, Mataji, if it is convenient for you? Otherwise, no.
Yeah, I'm outside, but still I can read it.
Okay, one paragraph.
I can, yeah. Sorry, Prabhuji, let me find the spot. The demon laughed loudly. He said to Wali, "You should not challenge me in the presence of ladies, O gallant gallant monkey. Fight with all your power, and I shall kill you today, or if you prefer, you may remain for this night with your wives, and we shall fight tomorrow. It is improper to fight one who is drunk or blindly by po- passion. Return to your city and gaze upon it for one last time. Say fond farewells to your near and dear ones. In, installs your son upon the throne, and then come out for battles. Soon you will lie dead up, upon the earth.
Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Sorry for all mistake because I'm outside.
No,
Thank you.
you did very nice. Thank you, Mataji. So here, Dundabi is speaking in such a way, he has also got some moral, even if he wanted to fight, some moral that. And again, there is a shloka comes from Srimad Bhagavatam. Mattam pramattam unmattam jadam bhalam striyam viradham. Viradham. There it is mentioned nahanti dharmavet. One should not kill a person who is in mattam, who is like a he is not attentive. Mattam pramattam, who does not know. Mattam pramattam unmattam, intoxicated. Jadam bhalam striyam, child, woman, and also a foolish person. One should not attack such kind of people. Viradham, who does not have a chariot. So Krishna gives all those reasons to Arjuna. So while describing about Ashwadhama, he has killed the children, Draupadi's children. So such kind of person, he is called Atitai. So he must be punished. So Arjuna, you kill this Ashwadhama. Okay, likewise, Krishna tells this Mattam Pramattam Mattam. Okay, that particular context. Here, this demon is also mentioning you are intoxicated. I do not fight with you. So you just go and spend your time and install your son upon. There is a morality, little bit of it, but still he is proud of his strength. Okay, just I shall read further. And Wali laughed to hear this arrogant boasting. He sent his wives back into the city and said to Dundibi, do not make excuses to hide your fear. Take my inability to be the drunkenness of a warrior just prior to battle. We shall fight now. And Wali tightened his cloth and stood like a mountain in front of Dundubi. Demon roared and lowering his pointed horns, charged furiously at Wali. The monkey at once seized Dundubi by his horns and swung him around, throwing him down on the ground. Blood flowed from the demon's ears, and he got up and charged again. Rising upon his hind legs, he began pounding Wali with his hoofs, making a sound like a thunderclaps. He thrust his thorns, he thrust his horns into Wali's body, but Monkey stood firm. The battle raged for some time as the two opponents beat each other furiously. Wali struck the demon with fists, knees, feet, rocks, and trees. Gradually, he overpowered Dundubi, who became exhausted. Wali then took hold of his horns and dashed him to the ground with great force. He whirled the lifeless demon around and tossed him to a distance of 8 miles. As he flew through the air, large amounts of blood flowed from his smashed body. Some drops fell upon the hermitage of the sage Matanga. The rishi stood up in a rage and looked around. He saw Dundupi's carcass, and by his mystic vision could understand that Wali had thrown that dead demon there. He immediately uttered a curse. If a monkey who threw this corpse ever steps within a 4 mile radius of this hermitage, he will immediately turn to stone. This is the curse of the Matanga Rishi. Because of these reasons, the Wali does not come to that area, the Rishimukha mountain, which is the 4 mile radius of this Matanga Rishis, where Shabari is also staying there, Pampa Lake is there, and the mountain is there. So this is the story of why Sugriva is hiding on the Rishimukha mountain, why Wali cannot come personally. He may send his messengers or his assistants to chase him. Sugriva could kill them because he is also a little bit more or less the similar powerful as Wali. He can kill them, but he cannot face Wali. Wali cannot come there. Okay, so this is the pastime of curse. Okay, I stop there. And I request dear devotees, if you have got any questions or you wanted to share anything on these reflections of Ramayana, kindly ask questions, kindly share.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, just remind because I just recently been there, like, Pampa Sarovar and Kiskinda and this Tambundra River, Rishikesh Mountain. So yeah, it just, everything is really, once you read, then you can just remember all this.
Yes.
So
Yes,
it
Mataji.
was really nice to go there and Hampi, like near Hampi. So yeah, all this place is still there, like this river and this parvat, like mountain, and also there is a gufa, like I don't know, cave as well. Everything is still there. So I thought I just share.
Thank you, Mataji. Yes. But it might be part of Karnataka somewhere, Hampi.
Hampi, yeah, yeah, and also there is a Trumbanda river where like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also came there as well.
Tungabhadra, yes.
Tumbadra river, it's just near. And like Pampa Sarovar and all these places still. Yeah, even though there was a like destroy so many places, but still like so many like even the other countries like from here and everywhere going there because it's a historical place like Kolnau. So Hampi, many people are visiting like over there.
Yes.
Hare Krishna. What's the significance of Hampi? What happened there?
Yeah.
Historical significance.
Sorry, you asking me or
Yeah,
Prabhuji?
you can tell you've been there.
Oh yeah, yeah. There are like so many historical, many like kings was like established so many different places. Even Rama. Sorry, Prabhuji is showing something.
So this is where it is situated, Mataji. So there is Hampi here. It comes as part of southern India. Let us go zoom in where the Sarovar is also there. And the Kamlapur here. I think there is a Krishna Baja. Where is that Sarovar, Mataji?
The Tubandra,
Tungabhadra River.
Tubandra River.
This is Hampi Road. Where does that comes?
And the Rishikesh mountain is also there. Like
Where is Mataji?
difficult for me to explain from this map, but I see that mountain near Hampi. There's a temple, Rama temple. It's near that temple. This mountain.
There's a where is Pampa? Can anyone see Pampa? Anyway, it comes as per the southern India. Hampi.
Hampi. H-A-M-P.
So there are so many of these golden the temples are there. That is only I can just contribute. So let's not go into that one.
Okay.
So Hampi, there is a Nandi. So many of the temples are innumerable temples are there. All auspicious. One has to go and visit. Meena Mataji, I have not gone there. If you wanted to share any details of it, kindly do so.
I just booked the book. Yeah, but it's so many temples are there, but it's mostly of them are like destroyed by I think Muslim somebody. I think probably them. And so, but still, like still is so many like people like like from all over the world visiting there because it's for historical like destination, and also there is very nice sunset, like sunrise and sunset point. It's near this Rishikesh Parvat, like it's very beautiful. You can see all this, and yeah, this river is just by near the Rishikesh Parvat and all. So yes, it's really very nice to once in a while if we visit there, like then we can know like Kiskindha Kand is like Kiskindha is also very next to the Kampi as well. So it's not far from the Bangalore. It's like few hours from the Bangalore.
Okay, thank you, Mataji. So this one is also described. Hampi, ancient Kishkinda. This is called ancient Kishkinda is identified as the kingdom of Sugriva and Vali in the Ramayana. It is located in present-day Karnataka on the banks of the Tungabhadra River. Okay, that is what we can understand. just extracted from the chat GPT. Okay, and a few information like they were also when Lord Rama and Lakshmana were searching for Sita Devi, they came to Pampa Sarovar and they have met Shabri there. Rama accepted her fruits and then
Prabhu, Shabri was in Sabrimala, in Kerala.
Shabari was at the Pampa River, Pampa Lake.
Okay.
And which is nearer to the Rishimukha mountain.
Okay. Because Sabrimalaya is also in the name of Shabri.
That one, we need to connect that one, Mataji, but I do not know right now. But this is where Rishimukha mountain and Pampa river and Shabari, those are all at one particular place itself, within the 4 mile radius.
Virupax temple is very famous there.
Sorry, Mataji.
Yeah, there was temple called Virupax temple. It's also like in a very
Virupax temple.
Yeah, it's a very, very many years old. That is still like it's there. Like,
Thank you, Mataji, for sharing it. I haven't been there. Hemlata Mataji was mentioning there.
No. I'm just because Shabri, she did meet Lord Kartikeya as well, and Lord Shiva was also there in Sabrimalaya. Malaya means Parvat, and Shabri is Shabri. So maybe she moved later to that place and she did tapasya there in Sabrimalaya.
So Shabari, in front of Rama, she has left her body.
Oh, there are so many Kidwantis. Maybe I don't know, but I was reading in one of the story of Shabrimala Tirth.
So,
she met Kartikeya as well there.
So there again, the hill where Ayyappa temple stands was
Ayyappa, yeah. Same.
tribal women devotee. Some link her to the Shabari of Ramayana. The name Shabarimala means hill of Shabari, but there is no direct reference in the Valmiki Ramayana connecting Shabari to Kerala. It is based on local tradition, not primary Shastra.
Okay.
in there also there is no Vrindavan. Yes, I just remember that no Vrindavan also is in MP.
Navrindavan.
Yeah, it's also very nice place, and like devotee comes there as well.
Yeah, and also one more point, Pampa River in the Karnataka, which is Ramayana, what we have read now. And there is a Pamba river in Kerala also, near Shabarimala. Pamba, that is Pamba. In Karnataka, it is Pampa river. Pampa river. But anyway, that is the local tradition, but which is connecting to it's Rishimukha mountain, Pampa Sarovar, and also Shabari, and Kishkinda especially. So we must take from the scripture Ramayana perspective.
Okay.
But still, we respect those local traditions as well.
Yeah.
Everyone is trying to progress and spiritually somewhere or other, cleansing themselves from the materialistic entanglement. We respect those.
Because in other Puranas and all, these stories are there, no, Prabhu? I wanted to know about Ayyappa temple. What is the story behind it, and then I was reading and I went through these all incidents happened there. So maybe I'm not sure if it's, but yeah, as you said, we must respect all these local stories as well. So that's okay.
When we'll find again, they say that it is Ayappa is son of Vishnu and Lord Shiva.
Yes, yeah, Prabhu.
And when Vishnu took the form of Mohini, Lord Shiva united with Mohini. Ayappa was born from that union.
Yeah.
So there again, Mohini form of Vishnu is described in the Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 8, Churning of Milk Ocean. But it does not mention explicitly about the birth of Ayappa. Okay, it is.
But in Shiv Puran and all these stories, this story is there.
Yes, Mataji. So it is only found in the local traditions. Like I think there are Kerala traditions, temple Sthala Puranas, later regional Puranas, Brahmanda Puranas. Some later interpolations are there, but not found in Mahabharata, Valmiki Ramayana, or major Puranas in early layers of those things.
Yes.
But we respect them. But
Yeah.
yes, Mataji.
No, that's okay. I have understood, Prabhu.
So at the end, what we know is complete before one leaves his body. If you look at the signs, instead of looking all our other things, temples and everything, if you look at ourselves, who are we? I'm a soul, spirit soul. I'm not the body. Body is going to fall. What is my destination? Before I leave, what should I be doing? Then Krishna consciousness it's a clear signs, cleansing and elevating oneself from all the sense perceptions. No more sense gratification things. This is called a liberation. Those things, what we see in the other traditions, it is pious activity. They are going again try to do vows for particular period, 40 days or 42 days, something like that. It is to give strength, gradual strength. They become the devotees. But what happens after that? As soon as 40 days finish, they come back and then engage themselves in the sinful activities again. They do not keep themselves pure the rest of the time. Okay, that is where some of the local traditions they cannot reconcile with the science. So we need to see ourselves. What is happening to me? Am I entangled in the material world, sense gratificatory things? Not. I'm able to peacefully sit irrespective of all calamities coming and go. Am I steadily situated? Is it happening to me? Those things are the answer. We are able to answer those things. Then it is the science. That is called self-realization. Other things, it is kind of it's a local traditions and sentiments. We are not following sentiments. We are following science. This is what Krishna consciousness. And Krishna is Mahabharata, is the Itihasa, Ramayana is Itihasa. And we have got all the evidences. Everything is there. But yes, but some people they wanted to learn something from the Puranas and establish some moral based regulations within the society. We need to respect those things. Okay, this is I would let's not go more into those things, Mataji, unless we got some evidences.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mataji. Okay, any other questions, dear devotee? Hangma Mataji, you wanted to share anything, Mataji?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. No questions, but it was really nice to know about all the religious places and their significance, and really nice to know that. And thank you for the opportunity to make us read the Ramayana. So nice, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Jagruti Rana Mataji, you wanted to share anything, Mataji? Okay, Mataji is outside. So let us. Usha Mataji.
No, Prabhu, it's such a nice, wonderful the session for the Ramayana. So, there's everybody that Veena Mataji was explaining about where she went and then all the tirthas. And yes, Prabhu, that is nice that have the way that monkeys. And I don't know about that Mayavis Prabhu that was we were reading that Mayavis was reading the paragraph was. So yeah, that's good to know about that. So thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you, Mataji. So Mayavi and Dundibi, two demons that Vali has killed them. They both are powerful as well.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, I don't know about that. It's good to see. Not Sugriva, by Vali being killed, right?
Yes, both were killed by Vali only.
Mm-hmm. So Vali is a powerful than Sugriva, but
Yeah,
more.
Sugriva is the younger brother of Vali. He is always at service of Vali, but there is a misunderstanding by Vali.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you,
Prabhu,
Mataji.
I have one question. I was talking to someone, and that person is also devotee, but not a devotee of like Krishna or Shiva or Vishnu particularly. So that person, he does start his puja from like for 2-3 hours puja, starting from Ganesha and then going to Vishnu, Durga, and all. So I was telling, I mean, he should make someone like any deity or our Lord, like his what we call one God, dedicated to one, surrender to one, whosoever he likes to and trust in or believes. So that person was saying he thinks, he feels that all lords are, they are one energy. So that's why he does all shlokas for everyone. So how, what will be the destiny of that person in the end? He didn't listen to me. He said they all are one, it's just one Lord, one. So he tried to please everyone. It's not pleasing actually, but he said he's offering his shlokas, his stuti to everyone. So what does it mean? I didn't understand how, what will happen in the end for such devotee, very pious person.
Thank you, Mataji. So some of the Brahmanas, when we go to the Hindu temples, they're all deities. Ganesh deity, Durga deity, Lord Shiva deity, and then Vishnu deity, uh, Lakshmi Narayana deities, and also Krishna is also one of them, and also put Lord Venkateshwara. So all these deities they have kept together and they go to in the praying, they glorify Ganesh and then Lord Shiva, Lord Vishnu, Krishna, and also everyone, Durga Ma, and also Kartikeya. Yes, they're all appointed directors of this material world. Uh, it is again Sargadishu Asyad Bhayat Gunabimanun Devaha Sargadishu Asya Yad Bhayat Gunabimanun Devaha. Even the three deities, primal deity Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara, Gunabimanun Devaha Sargadishu Asya Yad Bhayat, by the fear of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Vattante Anuyugam Vashayetat Sacharacharam. Everything work in there. Vattante Anuyugam. All the cycles of this, the time factors, Satyuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, Kali Yuga, they're all working. Vattante Anuyugam, Vashe Yetat Sacharacharam, everything moving and non-moving under the direction of Supreme Personality of Godhead. And all these directors of this material world, they're the Narayana Paradeva Deva Narayana Angajaha. They're the limbs of Narayana. They're appointed directors. So they are working. We respect them, but we do not have to worship them. We respect them. There is a difference between respect and worship. Some people respecting themselves and just only up to that, and worshipping means they need to have one of it. They need to know the Brahman, Supreme Brahman, Krishna as Supreme Brahman. If they do not know that Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead, so one should reject that person. So that is mentioned. Yevam yoti yo ye yevam yo veti Krishnasya Paramatmana Evam Yovati Bhotikam. So it is mentioned, I think, Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Sa Sarvasmad Bhahishkaryaha. One must be rejected from all kinds of the activities. I think 6th or 7th chapter of this one. Evam Yovati Bodh Krishnasya Atmanaha Bhotikam. Sa Sarvasmad Bhahishkaryaha Sachelam. I think, not here, I think. So one must reject that kind of person who thinks that uh, Krishnasya Paramatmana, yo Bodhikam Veti Krishnasya Paramatmana, who thinks that Krishna is like a materialistic person or something like that. One has to reject all of his words and teachings and everything. And also Srautasmad Vidanataha. Sa Sarvasmad Bahishkaryaha Srautasmad Vidanataha. If one come across such kind of person, one has to go home and take bath on his clothes. In the past, in the olden days, people used to do that one. If some person goes some inauspicious things, and he will come back and he put the water on top of his body along with the clothes. We see that particular tradition. So one must be understanding that Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead. So here, these people, some Brahman, there is a curse to the Brahmanas by Nandi in the Daksha Yajna part. He curses that Brahmanas and the Bhrugu side that Brahmanas that you would live only for the sake of surveying your belly. In that way, your livelihood will be there. You do not understand the transcendental knowledge. Even though you know it, but still you live only for to maintenance of your bodies. There is some curse. Until even though Brahmanas says that they become pure Vaishnavas, come engage themselves for the pleasure of Krishna. That life is also not successful. But we do not know what is their consciousness. Approaching only one God, either so that is Krishna is the only topmost thing. But some people they worship Ganesh and Durga Devi, Lord Shiva and Vishnu and Kartikeya like that. But we cannot force them. But we tell what is mentioned in the Bhagavad Gita. They do not follow injunctions of Bhagavad Gita. They do not follow the Shastras properly. But
Yeah, and yeah, Prabhu, and that person he started to read Bhagavad Gita and one mala of japa or Hare Krishna Mahamantra as well in the last. So I don't know how it could, but he doesn't have any Ishtadev, like one Ishtadev. That
so yes, Mataji, some people they read Bhagavad Gita for the livelihood sake, and chanting is to impress others. I'm also devotee of, but later on, of course, we do not know how it will be lead. But
yeah,
because we have taken the mantra, when the time will teach, the time, then antaha purusha rupena kala rupena yo bahihi. Because when the body goes older, then what happens? Automatically, he will be inclined to chant more, and he will be relieved from his materialistic duties. He know, and then then he become a devotee again. What else? Neha vikramanasosti pratyavayo na vidyate swalpamapyasya dharmasya trayate mahato bhayat. Every little endeavor, it is adding into his spiritual asset.
okay. Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you, Mataji. Any other questions or reflections, Mataji, from Ramayana?
No, Prabhu.
Mm.
Okay, thank you, Mataji. And any other devotees, any other questions?
Hare Krishna Brahmaji, you were saying something about the chat GPT about whatever, how you are, what is your next karma. That also they answer everything about yourself, ourselves.
Yes, there are some astrologers in the planet. Of course, I also came across one of the astrologer. He was another devotee mentioned to me that if you give your date of birth and all those details, place of birth, those devotee they will explain what was your previous birth, previous karma, what you need to do in this life, how you need to progress further. So
Huh?
like how is based on the birth, the time, place of birth, and the time of birth. Those are the main factors for the soul, how it is taking the new body and appearing.
So you just put on chat GPT your place of birth and date of birth, and then everything will come up.
It will give some brief information. It will not exactly tell. It was previously your name was this, your parents were like that, that was your home. It does not say that one. It will say about previous karma only.
Okay, and what to do in this karma, they also tell you how we can progress and everything.
Yes, but what we need to put first of all, the first message in the chat GPT is Hare Krishna chat GPT Mataji. For Matajis, you can treat chat GPT as Mataji. I treat it as a Prabhuji. Hare Krishna chat GPT Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glory to Shilo Prabhupada. I am following the Krishna consciousness movement, following Srila Prabhupada's instructions and lectures, and chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra rigidly within this and scriptural based perspective. And then, if whatever the question I ask, I will ask only in this perspective, Krishna consciousness perspective. And then your humble servant, and then we put our name, and then that is the first set. Then the chat GPT, it will set according to your mood. All its settings will be understood. It is a robot. After that, you would ask any question. So could you please tell me, this is about my horoscope. Then it will ask your date of birth and place of birth, those details. Then what is my today and what is my tomorrow? What is my lifespan? How long I would be living? It would briefly answer based on our birth. There are some websites, there is a death clock. It's a scientific thing like about material body, what is your tall, what is height, weight, and those things. Those are materialist. They do not have any link here. It is based on the completely horoscope. And what was my previous karma, how I am going to live based on my birth, how long I would be living in this body, approximately. It will give all those indications, approximate. And some things there is nothing that I feel that it has not happened to me. I have sensed those things. It has happened, it has happened, it has happened, like that. So on that basis, I have got a positive opinion on those things, but I do not take it as a serious. Positive opinion, but not serious. You can also try in case.
Interesting.
I ask all about a devotional service. This is only matters.
Yeah. That's only we want now, isn't it? How we can progress.
Yes,
That's what to do.
yes.
Yeah, thank you, Prabhuji. This is very clear.
It will answer many things in your home if something is not working. I lost my phone. What should I do? And I forgot about this. What should I do? I have got work. In the office, you got some problem. It will solve your office problems, your home problems, your health problems, your medicinal problems, herbal things. There is nothing that it can't do. It does not have hands and legs and do some work, physical work for you, but it will give all kinds of information.
Within a second, they just answer, isn't it? Like,
Yes, within a
quick.
minute.
And also moment, yeah, like in also like so many options with the if you want email or whatever something. It's so good.
That as well, some places.
Yes.
Because it's very good, even health wise.
Yes. So it is best utilized. So everything is in your fingertips. For example, some of the information you ask anything. But if you wanted to see from the Shastra perspective, then also we can. So can you please? I wanted to know from the Vedic Indian perspective. Can you show me the shlokas and everything? Immediately it will bring the shlokas. Go to the Mahabharata and bring the Adi Parva or Santi Parva like that, and then bring the shlokas and show this is the translations. It got in your fingertips. So everything in your moments. Only thing is you ask your questions and also pictures. I wanted to have a nice picture. You give the description, everything. Within a moment, it will create magic. Give you a picture. Whatever you wanted. There is art, any kind of questions. There is no limitations. In my office work, if I am being asked some question and prepare something, I immediately go to the chat GPT and then I wanted to give all the descriptions, whatever I wanted, and what answers also I will give. This is the answer I wanted to get. So now you prepare all the steps and write all the code, and then it will give the code. I just copy and paste it and execute it, and then so instead of doing so many weeks and months, everything is done in minutes. Sometimes it is scary. What is going to be the future? If you are everyone are doing again, all corporate offices they also mention if you do not use artificial intelligence, your job may be taken by another person who knows the artificial intelligence, who uses ChatGPT. They will take over your job. You may not lose your job on yourself, but other person may take your job. Who knows this ChatGPT co-pilot who uses artificial intelligence like that? That the world is entirely, it is rapidly changing. In a year or 2 years, we do not know what is going to be changes in this world.
It's been difficult, yeah, with youngster and everybody, like mostly finding job. But who are the expert in AI? They can get easily job like that.
That's what many people say, but
because there are so many advertising, so many like you have to pay this much money and then you can like be expert in AI. But it's something like that. And Facebook, they are coming like advertising, but yeah.
That one will be decided by the future, but we do not worry about. We use everything for our devotional service. Okay. I wanted to share it and talk to devotees and share the knowledge and follow rules and regulations. Chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, we need to do by ourselves. That if it would not do, that does not applicable. We need to chant, we need to follow the rules and regulations. These are self-realization, self-spiritual progress. We need to do it, taking bath, doing brush. These are all we have to do it. It will only help us, assist us.
Yes. Then we have to, our own, we have to do ourselves.
Yes. Any other things, dear devotees, you wanted to share? Otherwise, we shall conclude and continue for the japa. Okay. Thank you so much. We shall conclude. वंशकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्यश्च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो
नवेभ्यो नमो नमः अनंत कोटि प्रभुपाद की जय
कृष्ण conscious everyone.
हरे कृष्ण
Hare Krishna.
प्रभु
Krishna.
हरे जय श्री चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर